Hello there, everyone, and welcome to episode 14 of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer Series 2, Part 14. Okay, so at the end of the last episode, we managed to get one key for the Forest Temple and Saria's Song. So what I'm doing here... Oh, wrong song. What I'm doing here is playing Saria's Song for the Skull Kid. I was going to start off this episode by going through the Forest Temple, but then I realized that I need to have two keys for the Forest Temple, because the next door that I need to open is the one that comes after fighting Beth, the Poe sister. And, after I unlock that door, I would need to have another key to open another door after that one. So I didn't want to just bother to show myself opening up that first door only to not get anywhere. So that's why I decided to hold that off until later. Okay, so I got the light arrow from the Skull Kid. And because we played the song, Saria's Song for the Skull Kid, that means that I can now continue on with the Happy Mask side quest, and I suppose that is what I'm going to be doing for this episode, or at least the first portion of this episode. And I'm going to save here real quickly, just in case the game crashes after I go through here. I needed to do that because in past playthroughs with the randomizer, sometimes if I happen to travel through the Lost Woods, the game crashes. So now I'm playing Saria's Song for Darunia, so we can get another prize. I just wonder what it is he's going to give to us for this. Just a bomb chew. Oh well. So since we have sold the Skull Mask, we are now going to go to the Happy Mask shop to pay 20 rupees for the 10, well, not the 10 rupee mask. 10 rupees was how much the Skull Kid paid, but it was actually worth 20 rupees. He just kind of ripped us off. Yeah, it's just one of those scenarios in which the customer underpaid and there's not anything we can do about it. Alright, so here we are back in the Happy Mask shop, and we are now going to be selling the Spooky Mask. Oh, I also came here by foot. I didn't play the Prelude of Light, but I did realize that I could have on my way here. But I just went ahead and played the Nocturne of Shadow, since I do have it, and it is a pretty fast way for us to get here, so I can sell the Spooky Mask to this kid in the graveyard. I also noticed that the sound of it raining was still going, even though I paused the game. Alright, well there's that one done. And now I'm going to play the Prelude of Light so we can get back to the Happy Mask shop. I think that I saw someone at one time play through this game, and they actually waited until after getting the Warp Songs to do the Happy Mask side quest. And I have to say, that certainly makes a lot of sense to do that, although I've barely ever done it in any of my own playthroughs of Ocarina of Time. Like, whenever I play the normal game, that's not the randomizer. Although when I first played Ocarina of Time, I had the Spooky Mask when I had opened the Door of Time, because I had no idea where I was supposed to take the Spooky Mask to. It was pretty much after I opened the Door of Time and after I had beaten the Forest Temple, and maybe also the Fire and Water Temples as well, that I figured out where you're supposed to take the the skull mask, and then the spooky mask, and then the bunny hood. I also really like how they actually implemented the ability to run very fast when you're wearing the bunny hood, like in Majora's Mask. I think that this was actually a feature that was planned for Ocarina of Time. Like, originally, this was supposed to be in the base game, not a modification. And they just decided to have that go unused. But when they brought out Majora's Mask, they decided, oh, you remember that scratch mechanic with the bunny hood that we had in Ocarina of Time? Let's put it into Majora's Mask. Yeah, I think that that is what happened. I'm pretty sure that this is not something that the people who worked on the randomizer had implemented. I think that this is just unlocking a scrapped detail about the original game. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that this was a scrapped detail that was brought back. How many spiritual stones do... Oh, we only have the Goron Ruby. So that's why the Running Man was not showing up. Yeah, in the base game, the Running Man only shows up if we have the Kakiri... If we have all three of the spiritual stones, but we only have the Goron Ruby. We don't have the other two spiritual stones, which is why the Running Man is not showing up. I totally forgot about that. Okay, so I guess that this means that this is pretty much where the Happy Mask side quest is going to be put to a stop for the time being. Until we find the Kakiri Emerald and the Zora Sapphire. So now I'm going to go to the Frog Choir and get... how many songs do we have now? Okay, well, we have all of the normal songs, so that means that we can unlock... Well, we can unlock any of the prizes that the frogs have for us that we haven't unlocked already. Since I only got Saria's song in the previous episode... So that means I haven't played that song yet for the Frog Choir. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I noticed that only the yellow frog is small, so that means that we've done all of the other songs here. And we got rupees for that. So now, the Song of Storms. Ah, key for the Gerudo Training Ground. So I guess we can go back there and get whatever we can. Hopefully we can get something this time when we go back there. Oh, dang. This one is always very hard. Oh, I was so close! Ah, dang it! Ah, dang it! I was sure I hit the right button! Maybe it was because I hit it too late the last time. And all that work for a Gold Skull Tula token. Well, at least we got a key for Gerudo Training Ground, so I may as well get that. Just checking this, because I wasn't sure if I had done this yet. The Iron Boots! I am so glad that I thought to do this. Yeah, I just stopped by here because I walked to Kakariko Village Graveyard on my way to the Gerudo Training Ground, but boy am I glad that I decided to speak to the Kaku lady. I wasn't sure if I had already spoken to her or not, but I'm so glad that I did because we finally have the Iron Boots. I just wish that I had spoken to her sooner, like before we entered the Shadow Temple. Because if we had, then I would have them as I was going through that fan room. Which, as I had mentioned in one of the previous episodes, I didn't even know that you could do that using the iron boots in the room in the Shadow Temple with the big fans to keep yourself from getting blown away. I just had to kind of go a bit slowly as I was going through that hallway, but years later, I just thought, oh, well, maybe the iron boots will help me get through this, and they did help. I mean, I could get through without it, but the iron boots made things a heck of a lot easier. And I also found out that I was not the only one who had thought of using the iron boots to get through that room. I just cannot believe that it took me so long for me to figure that out for myself. Because I had not seen anyone else try that out prior to me figuring it out for myself. And of course, with the iron boots, we'll be able to go into the water temple. Though I think that I may save that for the next episode, unless I can't think of anything else to do after we get whatever prize is found in the Gerudo Training Ground. Like, the next helpful thing that I can think of would be the key to... well, the key to the Forest Temple. Like, I already have one key, but I need another one in order for me to progress any further than the next door that I can open. I think that I saw the crack in the game. Although I can't believe that I have to pay 10 rupees to get into the Gerudo Training Grounds every time. I mean, they could have done something where it's always open in the randomizer, so I don't have to pay 10 rupees each time. But since I had gotten the light arrows, where any enemy that I hit with the light arrows will give me 50 rupees. So I can always stock up like that. Alright, is this going to give us something good? Or will this be another roadblock? Okay, it was another Skulltula token. Oh wait, I don't have the Serenade of Water. Although, I know that in the base game you can't warp in the Gerudo Training Grounds, but did they fix that for the randomizer? Because... well, why don't I see? I'm just testing it out. I don't actually plan on warping to the Forest Temple. I just want to see if you can actually warp while you are in here. Oh, it looks like you can warp while you are in here, because I know that you can't do that in the base game, but it appears as though they fixed that for the randomizer. I'm not sure why they made it be a thing in the base game, but apparently they did. Okay. You know what? I think that I am just going to go on ahead and head to the Water Temple. And what's fortunate is that I can get to Lake Hylia from here, because the water that is in Gerudo Valley, that leads to Lake Hylia. So this will be very convenient. So now that we are in Lake Hylia, I will equip the Zora Tunic. And also save the game. Well, you know, I think that since I've been doing this episode for about 20 minutes now, it'll probably be a lot less, because I think that there's a lot of stuff for me to cut. I think that what I'm going to go ahead and do is just enter the Water Temple, and then I'm going to check the keys that I have. Oh, I only have 2 keys. Well, you know what? I think that I will go ahead and play through here until we can't go any further. And then as soon as I either get a good prize and or have used up all of the keys, then we'll call it an episode. Because I'm pretty sure that with the amount of keys that we have right now, we are not going to be able to get through this all the way. Although strangely, anytime that I have played the randomizer, I always end up finding one extra key. or at least by the end of the dungeon, I always have one more key. And I am not sure if that is actually a normal thing in the game to have an extra key, because I'm pretty sure that it's not a thing in the base game. Did they make it so that you have an extra key in the randomizer? Because of how difficult players consider this dungeon to be? Because I'm not entirely sure, because if it is, I have no idea. Or am I just always missing one door? Because I'm quite certain that I'm going through all of the doors. Oh, and by the way, for any Thomas fans who are watching this, like, I don't know if the 80th anniversary date will have already passed. Like, I don't know if I will get this video up by May 12th. It will probably be a long time after that, because there are actually a couple of other things I'd like to get work on before I go in and edit this video. But like, on May 9th, they actually released the original pilot of Thomas the Tank Engine. I'm sure that a number of people may already know about it. But there was this unaired pilot that had never surfaced to the public until just a few days ago from the time that I am recording this. Well, actually yesterday from the time that I am recording this. But it will probably be a few days by the time you are watching this. Yeah, like, the pilot was totally different from the finished version of the episode. Like, they did make the episode down the mine for the finalized show, but the pilot is way different. They did reuse footage from the pilot for the finalized version of the episode, but the pilot had not been shown to the public for many years until just recently when they decided to upload it to the official Thomas and Friends YouTube channel. That totally came as a surprise to me, especially since I had not too long ago done a one fact about every Kuno the Tank Engine character video. And we have the fire arrows now. Wow, so now I have all 3 arrow power-ups. Before this episode, I only had the ice arrows. Because we got the light arrows at the beginning of the episode, and just now we are getting the fire arrows. And I've also noticed that I have only been in the water temple for about 2 or 3 minutes, and I haven't even used one key. Because we have just as many keys when we entered as we do now. But not for long. Oh. I didn't mean to put the hover boots on, by the way. Okay, just got a red rupee. And now let's see what we can get down here. This is where this episode is going to come to an end. I actually did record more during this recording session, but because of its length, I decided to split it into 2 episodes and thought that this would be a good stopping point for this episode. We will continue with the Water Temple in episode 15. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.